How's it going, YouTube? So I'm going to just turn this bag over and check to see if I need to glue on the, or if I could glue on the inside. Probably can. So I kind of see some of the epoxy that I put on here, so it definitely is an indicator. And just putting some glue wherever I can in some spots, even on the top and even on the outside. I could kind of check on the top up here, and then I'm going to eventually paint and then epoxy it one more time, or silicone. But there are a few spots, so I'm going to get the liquid nail, and then I pretty much have the work tray here. I've been actually pretty much putting together a few boxes that I know there's some. Oh, this is the electronics, some of the small battery chargers. But I should write electronics on the box, or even like mortar, or I should definitely write what's in some boxes. I'm definitely going to start trying to do that once I get a good marker. And then also another box that I worked on, cleaned it up, and I actually used some glue in certain areas. I actually need to put like a piece of tape here and things, and I'm going to try to use a lot of the soundproofing glue. I'm going to line it with plastic and things like that. This tube is getting kind of empty. I'm probably going to have to take apart a couple of tubes and then probably restock up on small tubes. But I've got some of the soundproofing stuff, and then right here I've got kind of like this grater. So this is some of the glue and stuff that I was using. Or I've got some epoxy actually. But I've got a small grater because I'm going to be grading, like right here is the epoxy. So I'm going to be grading a lot of the smaller pieces and things like that for the dental molds. So basically, trying to actually fix the bags at the same time while the glue is drying. And the first things I'm going to mold, I'm going to actually use these as I'm going to cut them to size so that I can make small little barrier type of wall. So somehow this glue is going to try to close off different sections, and these molds are actually missing the wisdom teeth. So somehow I've got to basically have pretty much a barrier, two barriers for one set, and each set of tooth could be like 2 teeth depending on the mold that I make and stuff. And even with the back row right here, I could just probably use one, but that's what I'm going to try to use these for. And I'm going to use like a silicone and things like that. So just to give you as much information as possible, there's a little small piece of silicone or shoe glue. I'm not 100%, but sometimes this glue and stuff, how they harden up, how they dry up is pretty much a big difference. So I'm going to use pretty much like a liquid nail or soundproofing for the harder side of the mold, and then I'm going to use silicone for the soft side of the mold, and I'm practically going to create and then I could use other products and things. Just depends on where I'm at to. And I could coat stuff with some type of biodegradable and things like that. So I'm trying to get a lot of stuff situated and organized. And then I'm gonna just move on to other ideas. I'm pretty sure like I got a roll of double-sided sticky tape out of, you don't really have to buy double-sided sticky tape, but I basically wrapped the brushes, and the tape started to move around a little too much or something like that. It wouldn't stick, so I used dental floss and tied, pretty much the tape. I rewrapped the tape and was able to, get everything looking okay, I would say. And then, the tape just actually wrapped diagonally, and then I just tied it with some dental floss. And when you're tying string and things like that, uh, you know, that's really loose and stuff. So gotta pay attention and leave like enough on one end, wrap, and then tie it to the end. So there's all kinds of supplies and things that I'm looking over, having this as a spare electrical cord and things like that, some plastic mesh for molding. Um, but yeah, I particularly figured out these boxes, the dimensions of them, and the size of the molds and things. I gotta pretty much you know have a box long enough to pretty much hold all three, and then I could just start to mold. I would just as a spare project and things, and using a lot of the glue that I have. I have like 8 tubes of $20 per tube, so I really want to use it for something really nice and not just waste it on like cardboard boxes. But I want to try to use the glue that I have for molding. So there's like a bag underneath there, and I have a bunch of this green glue, and I need to test one to see how it is. I can actually like probably figure out. I mean, construction people would definitely want to find a good deal with that stuff. Because if they're doing, I know where they're building and working with sheetrock and stuff. But 8 tubes is going to only do like 1 or 2 rooms, but and then I gotta negotiate the price. I probably have like at least $150 worth. So that's store bought, unused, and they're gonna probably want a really low, cheap price, and then I'll just be out of glue that I could be using for my molding. So I think I'm gonna stick to trying to use this glue while I can, so that I don't have to buy acrylic resin and things like that, and maybe this will work. And then eventually buy acrylic resin, but this could be something for now. So that's what a lot of the supplies and items that I'm sorting out. I'm also, trying to finish up the bags so that I could take out a few, resorting a few things. I've got like a suitcase here that needs to be cleaned up. And I kind of went back to sorting out a few things. Just have this random tub to sort out. I don't know exactly. Maybe having more I bought some more garbage bags, so that shouldn't be a problem. All these needs is actually the lids and covers and stuff. So I gotta sort out and there's bags with probably the tops, and putting a lot of these cardboard boxes, which are a particular height for little small fluid bottles or containers or something. But and then this is going to be for my duffel bag for the electronics, and I could probably use that I'm going to actually add like soldering iron, so I'm going to be going through some of my tools and probably including but this is a basic tear down, take out the screws and things like that. And then I've got this small foam pad that actually is a pretty good size for this, so I'm going to try to Probably keep that around just in case, maybe at the bottom of this, but it's pretty much. So I got to work on that, and then it's going to go inside of a duffel bag with small screwdrivers and tweezers. So I'm going to try to squeeze in a little bit of glue. I probably don't need to use a popsicle stick, but actually it is a good idea now that. So I'm just dab a little bit of glue on the stick, and so the outside is pretty much finished glued up. It was just a couple of corners here and there. But now looking at the inside, I've got to probably get underneath a few of these, or just not really worry about anything. But yeah, probably because there are some screws that hold this stuff down. Maybe I could check on tightening the screws. There's really not that much that I could do besides just the top right here. Alright, so I squeezed as much that I could. I kind of underneath and here and there on top and towards the bottom. It's really not that important. But there's little spots that I need to actually press on the bag. So I've got like a piece of wood. And from where the wood was, I actually had to use some rocks to actually get to the exact specific spot where these corners are, where I'm pointing at, just to make sure the material is touching. And then now I just need to clean up. I could, while it's, it's not dried up and things like that. Just so that I don't have to paint over as much. Kind of find a decent spot to wipe off any excess. So that's most of the gluing of the bags. Now I'm pretty sure that, just the initial cleanup and washing shows a few indicators of what else needs to be done, but I want to get to a point really soon to start painting. And I kind of put the paintbrush over here with some of the tin cans. I locked up the suitcase. There's automotive engine tools and stuff in there. These, extra plastic bottles and stuff, I could fill them up with different fluids or something, oil, cleaner, and basically those brushes hopefully aren't too dry or anything like that. It should be okay, but I'm going to be painting the bags, and cleaning up the tools still. But I got a lot of stuff, just off of that wooden tray and stuff, and pretty much, have some different, just stuff to show that pretty much, I'm trying to stay busy day to day, just getting a little bit done one day at a time, and then trying to figure out something nicer, I guess. This actually started to really dry up, so I might use it as like a scouring, some type of like, I could experiment with a few things like hardening up and stuff. It's a sock basically dipped in lacquer and stuff, so I could use it to rub on something to clean it if I ever had to, but it's protected at least. So maybe I could add glue, or I don't know, just something, maybe like a really dirty bucket or something, or even like something like this, like excess glue and stuff. I could like rub that stuff off using this. And I usually just let stuff, once things are positioned, I just let it dry. It's better just to clean it up afterwards and not ruin the main, the main site of repair. So see you guys on the next video, and thanks for watching. So I'm probably going to spend some time grading this down, and I'll see you guys later. Cleaning off, probably moving one tray off, and then start grading.